first off, congratulations on Road Between.
Thanks so much.
So you started out as a singer, and then you found great success on Pretty Little Liars. Why was now the right time to go back?
Actually, I always envisioned it happening a lot sooner, but you know, I kind of was in a place in life a couple years back where I was like, I know it's going to happen at some point, but I'm just going to go with the flow.
Full moon is shining like a spotlight.
I just kind of had a gut feeling that now was the right time. I think that, you know, in country music, I think that there's a need for women, and I'm excited to be included in that group of women, and I'm excited for the ride. It's been pretty exciting so far, and just looking forward to the release and to touring.
So you're from Tennessee. Was it always about country music for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a music lover in general. Obviously, country music is my favorite, but it was just what I grew up listening to.
Baby, you sound so good to me.
It kind of, for me, was a no-brainer that I would make that kind of album and go down that route. It's a little shocking, I think, for some to hear, just because, you know, being an actress and being on a commercially popular show, I think a lot of people thought I would go in a different direction.
I love this song.
No, I stuck to my guns, and I had a few people that advised me to do differently, and I kind of was like, no, this is what's genuine and true to me, so.
So on Road Between, you have some love songs. Do you draw from personal experience?
Oh yeah, totally. I got to take part in some of the writing process, and for the songs that I didn't write, I wanted it to obviously come from a real place, because I never want to sing about something I've never really gone through, and oh yeah, it's interesting how singing a song or hearing a song just takes you back to that emotional place that you were in.
He's all that I'm not.
So yeah, I definitely draw from real experiences, which is fun and you know, sometimes I like sing some of the songs and I get frustrated thinking about this certain individual, but it's really interesting how that works, how music can help you just tap into emotion.
So did it take you a little while to get comfortable with that, for being out there and, you know, emotionally in your music?
I think in general, at first I was a little nervous because I didn't have a character to hide behind or a camera, you know, it just, to be myself. It was the first time I could be myself in public.
Keys to your black Trans Am.
I knew I had a great support system, which is awesome, but you know, you never know how people are going to react to things, and so it was very, very humbling and heartwarming to see that people were into it.
So now one of the songs on your album was written by Casey Musgraves, and she's done so much hit songs for Katy Perry. And what was it like working with her?
She's just got a way with words. You know, obviously she knows what she's doing. I think if a Casey Musgraves fan were to listen to the album, I think they could pick out which song was the one that she wrote, because she's just so unique with the way that she words things, and it's one of my favorites.
I'm that girl you think.
One of your songs, Nervous Girls. Do you think it's tough to be a girl?
Absolutely. I mean, it's hard to be a person in general, especially a female, and just mainly because we're just so hard on ourselves. I mean, guys are probably hard on themselves, but women are, I mean, it's been scientifically proven that we're more emotional. You know, everything comes from an emotional state, and so yeah, it's difficult, and Nervous Girls is a really special song that explains that we all deal with struggles and we all go through something, and for me it's kind of a comforting song, because at the end of the day, like, our issues still root from the same place. Like, at the end of the day, we're all the same, no matter what you do or where you're from, and we all kind of go through something. We're all just nervous girls.
That's such a good message for your fans.
I think so. It's an extremely special song, and the response that we've heard thus far, and the album's not even out yet, is specifically for that song, has been totally worth it and really great.
You're making your debut at the Grand Ole Opry. Is that sort of just the icing on the cake, a dream, a pinnacle?
It's kind of, yeah. It's up there on the bucket list, and so to get to do that at just turned 25 is quite an accomplishment, and I'm really nervous because it's kind of a big deal, but yeah, it's going to be a big day. I'm very excited.
So now, you were on a singing competition show as a kid. Are there any competition shows that you still follow?
I love The Voice. I think that the judges are so entertaining. I love Blake Shelton, love Adam Levine, and I find that show in particular, I'm obviously all about like vocalists, and it's called The Voice for a reason, because I mean, it's just some of the best vocal cords I've ever like listened to. So I'm still totally on the bandwagon of reality shows.
So I read your dream duet was to work with Dolly Parton. Are there any other big stars that you would just love to work with?
Man, there's so many. I mean, the list kind of goes on and on. I mean, another dream would be like Martina McBride, or I love Miranda Lambert. And what's cool is that her album's being released the same day as mine on June 3rd, so it's going to be like a really cool day to see us like.
Oh, that's so neat.
Yeah, it's really cool because I really look up to her. She's really awesome.
What do your Pretty Little Liars co-stars say about your music? Have you ever caught any of them listening to it?
Well, actually, funny story. So I was at work a couple of days ago, and we have dressing rooms that are right next to each other, and I was working with Ian, who plays Ezra. I was like my love interest on the show, and I'm like walking down, and I'm like, what is that? And I hear him humming my song. So it's really good. He'll like bust out the lyrics like in the middle of a take sometimes. So he's super supportive. Everyone is, and they know that how important the music is to me, and we're all really supportive of everything everyone does outside of the show.
June is going to be a huge month. Pretty Little Liars has a new season, your album release, the Grand Ole Opry. How do you
My birthday.
Your birthday.
Yeah.
So much going on.
Yeah.
How do you wrap your head around that?
Sometimes I look at my schedule and things going on, and I'm like, I'm way too excited. How do I handle this? Or this is a lot of work. How am I going to handle this? But yeah, just kind of take it day by day. But looking at June in general, I think it'll be a pretty life-changing month. And so just trying to soak it all in.
So are you going out on tour for this album?
The plan right now is we'll wrap up 5th season in November, and then, get on the road for a couple months. And I'm really looking forward to that because that's my favorite part. I love the recording process, but I love the playing live and singing live and getting to travel around. To me, it's the most fun.
So you have so many fans out there on Twitter, just everywhere. What do you want your fans, the people who follow you, to know about this album?
The diehards they've like put the clues together. They know things about the album I didn't even know. It's really crazy. It's a great inside look at who I am, and because a lot of people don't know my background story and the things that I've gone through, and you'll listen to a song and people that know me will know exactly who that song's about, and yeah, it's just like I'm like an open book.
Do you feel like those tough things in your life have made you stronger and taught you more?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm really glad that it all happened a little later than I thought, is because I've just come so far and I've grown a lot, and I don't know if I would have been able to handle a lot of stuff a couple of years ago, so it's perfect timing. Everything works when it's supposed to.